Hi everyone, today I'm with the Benelli Leoncino 800 Trail. And what a bike this has been for me. Completely customized now from KD Motorcycles, thanks to our partner and sponsor, Tech Bike Parts. If you've missed the previous episode where we were actually at KD putting all these parts on the bike, there'll be a link down in the description below. Fantastic bar end mirrors, bar clamps, and very good looking LED indicators that I think complement the look of this bike a little bit better as well. And what a fantastic bike this has been for me. I've been out in the sun, in the rain, in the snow. As you can see, today is not really one of the better days for being riding around, but nevertheless, I have enjoyed riding this bike plenty. And I am ready today to tell you everything I've learned about it, what I've liked, what I didn't like about this bike. But I have to admit, even though the things I'm going to mention that I didn't like about this bike are going to put some people off, for me, I could probably live with the compromises. And that is why I picked this bike to be working with. So yeah, let's get started by talking a little bit about what surprised me about this bike. And that is, I got to be honest with you, that is the fuel consumption. Miles per gallon, you're not going to get that far. I actually didn't myself, and I got stuck on the road once because the fuel gauge was lying to me, saying that it was full, and then 1 minute later it was flashing, and then it just stopped. Granted, I put about 150 miles on this bike with a full tank, and that didn't take me very far. I suppose I should have known better. The fuel gauge was actually half full still, and I was like, 150 miles and still half full, it's going to be pretty good miles per gallon. But yeah, it lied to me, and I should have known better. I got stranded. Other than that, it has never really given me any issue at all. The lack of traction control might put some people off, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video. It certainly doesn't put me off, simply because I trust myself with how much I'm opening throttle at certain times, depending on the condition of the road. So I'm very conscious of that myself. So if you're a new rider, that's probably going to put you off a little bit, considering the competition at least comes with traction control at the same price point. But we're going to touch on the price point a little bit later. One other thing I wanted to talk about was its weight, and unfortunately, this is a little bit heavy, a little bit on the heavy side. I don't mind it, again, because I trust myself with this kind of bike. Now that I've learned to live with it, I know its limits, I know my limits, so I'm comfortable with its weight. But again, the lack of traction control and how heavy the bike is and feels in traffic at slow speed, when it's wet or rainy or whatever, it might put you off when the rear tire slips a bit, which I've had happen to me. But it might scare some people off. So for that, I don't think this bike is really well suited for new riders. But if you're an experienced rider and you don't mind the compromise, here you go, the word compromise again, the lack of traction control, electronics and whatnot, and its weight, this is a fantastic option because it is a very good touring bike and not one to feel lumpy at the bottom end or even at the top end. Actually, the throttle response is very quick, torque is instant, and I love how the power comes through on this bike. So, and it's a looker. Just look at it. If you're into modern classic bikes, you've got to consider it. If you're swayed by its looks, you're not going to be disappointed by its performance. But let's dive deep now into the things I found that I loved about this Leoncino 800 Trail. And it comes to no surprise that this Leoncino has bags of character. Power on tap, so much that it will scare some naked bikes off. And it's all thanks to its engine and power delivery. Torque comes through instantly, but you're gonna want to keep it in the mid-range most of the time. In first and second gear, the throttle could be a little snatchy, but as soon as you click it in third, it's honestly a joy to ride. Very, very smooth. The clutch is easy and predictable, very light and easy to operate, but a special attention is required when it comes down to the brakes. Not saying they are bad, they're actually pretty good. It's got a very harsh initial bite. It could catch you off guard, but then there is enough progression to find your ideal braking point. It's just down to getting used to it. As I mentioned before, it is a bit of a heavy bike, but its weight distribution is excellent on the go. Also, it's so stable at speed. It really is the perfect balance between comfort and a little bit of sportiness as well. Because yeah, you can actually ride it pretty hard. The tires are pretty grippy and give you enough confidence, and the chunky 50mm fork is sharp and provides really good stability. So I think overall I was really impressed with this bike, and it comes to no surprise that it is now on sale at KD Motorcycles for £7,199. But you also have to consider the standard Leoncino 800 that is only £6,999. But bear in mind that the special Leoncino 800 Trail, all customized with tech bike parts, is gonna be up on sale on KD Motorcycles website and Facebook page, so keep your eyes peeled with the price coming up pretty soon, and I think it's gonna hit the sweet spot between a brand new Trail and this customized tech bike parts model. And I want to take this opportunity now to thank again Tech for sponsoring this season of the build here at KD Motorcycles, and hopefully we can do some more in the future. So definitely, if you like this video, leave a thumbs up and a comment down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.